Right, since I had a question about my little log splitter here. This is a 10-ton manual log splitter. Now, as far as I can tell, this is the same one that Harbor Freight has. I ordered this one on the internet, and it came with free shipping. I think it was around $100. I can't remember now, but this one is brand named a Forest King, which again, made in China, and I think all these are pretty much the same ones. And this is, the handiest little tool where you're not breaking your back at all, because it has two pumps, one for very slow and hard, so it makes it very easy to pump, and then one for fast. So I'll give it a quick demonstration here on how it works. And I've done quite a lot of them, and I love this little thing. It does have wheels in the back here, so you pick it up. This end is very light, and then you just pull it along and roll it to wherever you want. Now, it doesn't roll very well in the grass, but excuse the traffic noise, I still haven't gotten my microphone set up yet. So this is the fast pump handle. That'll move it quicker into position, and once you get there, it gets very hard. And this handle is the slow one, and it's very strong. Now, this is oak wood, and it's green oak, and there it goes. It just split that right in two. Once you get it opened up like that, you can start with the fast one. Oh, a little hard yet. We got a knot in there. There it goes. And then you go to the fast handle, and you just keep pumping until it opens up on that V. Like I said, this is green oak. So actually, I found that green wood is easier to split than some of the older wood is. So anyway, they've got to be 15 inches long, and sometimes you get these pieces with a knot, and they don't like to come apart, but it's not very hard to do at all. This is the release on it, and you just want to put it in, and you can already tell where it's going to break. It'll break right down the middle where that vein is, and I'll come in from the other end. Okay, got it tight, back to there. There you go. That's it. All you're doing is pumping these handles, and they're not very hard to pump at all. And I've got a bad back, a very bad back. So, of course, take a break in between. But, these aren't really meant for doing a huge amount. I mean, if you live up north and you're going to do a winter's worth of logs, the split logs, this is going to take you a while to do, and you might look into one of the gasoline ones, but for my intents and purposes, I just have the little pit fire, and I'm in Florida, so really I don't burn wood for heat. I burn it more for the campfire effect. And then I stack it on that little rig I made over there, that wood stacking rig. In fact, I made a video on it some months ago when I built it out of old fencing material. But just so, a little demonstration on it for the price. You can't beat it, and it'll do some big, round, huge logs that you wouldn't think it would do. So I have yet to have a log, maybe something like this here, with a knot, or where the tree split. Now this is going to be a hard one to break, and not only that, but it'll be hard to fit in there, and I cut it too short, so there's not enough stump there. But that's the way the tree broke down when I was cutting it. And the splitting of the logs is now the least amount of work that you could possibly have. The most amount of it is actually cutting the tree down into 15-inch pieces. And there you go. So that's it. That's my little show and tell for those of you that were interested in it. But for the price, and like I said, free shipping, the thing is actually very heavy. It took the driver and me to take it off the truck. But to move it, all you're doing is picking it up, and it has wheels and it rolls around very easily. So it's not a god-awful thing. I think most women could move this thing around and cut logs up with it. So unfortunately, fortunately I don't have a woman here, but if I did, I'd tell her to come out here and do a couple by herself. It's a very easy tool to use. I mean, I wouldn't let a kid use it, just in case something flies off, but any adult with an IQ over 82 can use this thing. All right, that's it for me. Arrivederci.